Rishi Patanjali Yoga Sutra Part 1 Shlok number 8 Viparyo Mithya Jnanam Tadru Pratishtitam. Indiscrimination is false knowledge not established in real nature. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. The next class of vrittis that arises is mistaking one thing for another, as a piece of mother of pearl is taken for a piece of silver. Number 9. Shabd Jnananupati Vastu Shunyo Vikalpa. Verbal delusion follows from words having no corresponding reality. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. There is another class of vrittis called Vikalpa. A word is uttered and we do not wait to consider its meaning. We jump to a conclusion immediately. It is a sign of weakness of the chitta. Now you can understand the theory of restraint. The weaker the man, the less he has of restraint. Examine yourselves always by that test. When you are going to be angry or miserable, reason it out how it is that some news that has come to you is throwing your mind into vrittis. Shlok number 10th. Abhav pratyay ya lambana vrittir nidra. Sleep is a vritti which embraces the feeling of voidness. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. The next class of vrittis is called sleep and dream. When we awake, we know that we have been sleeping. We can only have memory of perception. That which we do not perceive, we never can have any memory of. Every reaction is a wave in the lake. Now, if during sleep the mind had no waves, it would have no perceptions, positive or negative, and therefore we would not remember them. The very reason of our remembering sleep is that during sleep there was a certain class of waves in the mind. Memory is another class of vrittis which is called smriti. Shlok number 11th. Anubhut Vishya Sampromoshaha Smritihi. Memory is when the vrittis of perceived subjects do not slip away and through impressions come back to consciousness. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. Memory can come from direct perception, false knowledge, verbal delusion, and sleep. For instance, you hear a word, that word is like a stone thrown into the lake of the chitta. It causes a ripple, and that ripple rouses a series of ripples. This is memory. So, in sleep, when the peculiar kind of ripple called sleep throws the chitta into a ripple of memory, it is called a dream. Dream is another form of the ripple, which in the waking state is called memory. Number 12th. Abhyas Vairagya Bhyam Tannirodha. Their control is by practice and non-attachment. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. The mind to have non-attachment must be clear, good and rational. Why should we practice? Because each action is like the pulsations querying over the surface of the lake. The vibration dies out, and what is left? The sanskaras, the impressions. When a large number of these impressions are left on the mind, they coalesce and become a habit. It is said habit is second nature. It is first nature also, and the whole nature of man, everything that we are in the result of habit. That gives us consolation, because if it is only habit, we can make and unmake it, and any time the sanskaras are left by these vibrations, passing out of our mind, each one of them leaving its result. Our character is the sum total of these marks, and according as some particular wave prevails, one takes that tone. If good prevails, one becomes good. If wickedness, one becomes wicked. If joyfulness, one becomes happy. The only remedy for bad habits is counter habits. All the bad habits that have left their impressions are to be controlled by good habits. Go on doing good, thinking holy thoughts continuously. That is the only way to suppress base impressions. Never say any man is hopeless, because he only represents a character, a bundle of habits which can be checked by new and better ones. Character is repeated habits, and repeated habits alone can reform character. श्लोक नंबर 13 तत्र स्थितौ यत्नो अभ्यासः. Continuous struggle to keep them, the vrittis perfectly restrained, is practice. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. What is practice? The attempt to restrain the mind in chitta form to prevent its going out into waves. Number 14. Sa tu dirgha kala nairantarya satkar sevito drid bhumihi. It becomes firmly grounded by long, constant efforts with great love for the end to be attained. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. Restraint doesn't come in one day, but by long continued practice. Number 15. Dishtanush vikvisha vi trishnasya vashikar sangya pairagyam. That effect which comes to those who have given up their thirst after objects, either seen or heard, and which wills to control the objects, is non-attachment. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. The two motive powers of our actions are, first, what we see ourselves, second, the experience of others. These two forces throw the mind, the lake, into various waves. Renunciation is the power of battling against these forces and holding the mind in check. Their renunciation is what we want. I am passing through a street and a man comes and takes away my watch. That is my own experience. I see it myself, and it immediately throws my chitta into a wave, taking the form of anger. Allow not that to come. If you cannot prevent that, you are nothing. If you can, you have vairagya again. The experience of the worldly minded teaches us that sense enjoyments are the highest ideal. These are tremendous temptations. To deny them and not allow the mind to come to a wave form with regard to them is renunciation. To control the twofold motive powers arising from my own experience and from the experience of others, and thus prevent the chitta from being governed by them, is vairagya. These should be controlled by me and not I by them. This sort of mental strength is called renunciation. Vairagya is the only way to freedom.